Hi, thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can increase your website's ranking and search results to get onto the first page of Google. The search volume and traffic that these top sites get, along with the amount of new leads that will be coming directly to your business when it is ranked. So for comparison, I've taken your website as well as the first and last listing on this first page, and I put them all into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds when it crawls your website that it uses to determine your ranking and search results, and then rates its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. So you can see just briefly from some of these numbers why these websites are ranking at the top of the page on number one, far above yours. But let me just go into a little bit further detail on what these numbers mean and then how you can improve yours. So when Google is determining how to rank a website, it uses two factors. The first is what's called the authority or trust that it has in your site, which is basically a popularity contest. Because this authority is gained when other domains or websites refer back to yours and then they create a link. And this acts as an endorsement that Google uses to build trust because others are vouching for you. So to give you a quick example, if the local news station did an article on their website and it cited the top 10 best painters in the Jacksonville area, and in that article, the reader could click on a link and it would bring them to your website, that would be considered one backlink from one domain. Now, there are a lot of different types of domains or websites that can link back to yours, including blogs, editorials, guest posts, press releases. One strong and very important type is what's called a citation. Now, a citation is any time that your name, address, and phone number appear in an online directory. Like we have here, Yelp, Yellow Pages, Super Pages, Better Business Bureau. These directories are usually always free. It just takes some time to find them, register your business, and then input the information exactly as it's shown in Google. So taking another look at some of these numbers, you can see why Google is trusting these websites based on the amount of other websites that are linking back to theirs and therefore putting them higher up on the page. You can also see there's obviously a pretty big difference between the first listing on the page and the last listing. But something to note here is it's not just a matter of the quantity of these websites or domains, it's also the quality. So a lot of websites are spammy and not trustworthy. So we need to be finding highly authoritative websites, but also relative to your service industry to link back to. So that way they can transfer that trust and strength through the link to your website. Now, the second factor for ranking a site is the content on your page. So as you can see here, Google is only picking up one keyword on your page. So let me just use this competitor as an example and show you exactly what I mean. If we take a look here, these are all the keywords and phrases that are being typed into Google search that are being found on this competitor's page, as well as the volume, the number of times per month they're being searched. So this is where we do a little bit of research for both in the market and in your competitors to find out what all the highest volume keywords are to making sure, obviously, they're services that you offer in areas that you service and include those on your website when it gets ranked. So for example, painting Jacksonville, Florida is pretty popular. It's being searched 600 times a month. If you were on the first page of Google search, 600 people will be seeing your website. Now we're very conservative and Google estimates about 10% of total search volume gets converted into a lead for the business, whether through a call or a form submit email to the website. So that's a potential of 60 new business leads per month. Now, obviously, depending on the conversion rate for leads that actually turn into paying customers and the profit margin per job varies, but you can see how the sheer volume of leads coming into the business can definitely add up to some revenue at the end of the month and at the end of the year. And that's just based off one keyword phrase. So we'd repeat that same process for all the highest volume keywords, including those on your website. So that way, once it gets ranked, you're getting all that search volume and all those leads. Now, there is a formula that Google uses to find keywords on your site. So if we take a look here, what I am seeing that's good about this is that you appear to be mobile optimized, which means everything is click to call, which is great because a lot of people are searching on a mobile device nowadays. So they want to just be able to hit it on their screen and have it automatically dial out. Um, Basically, the biggest issue that I'm seeing in here is there just isn't a whole lot of content on the page itself. And the reason why that's a problem is because Google doesn't care what your layout looks like. It's just a computer. So the first thing it's going to do is come in and count all the words and text on the page. Now, it's generally looking for a minimum of about 1,500 words on a home page because it assumes that the more information you have, the more of an expert you are, and the more likely it is to recommend you. So while it's counting all those words, it's also searching for those keywords. So any of your services that you offer, and if you offer more than one area. Now, this, however, is where the number of words on the page really comes into play because you're only allowed to have one of those keywords for every 150 words of text on the page. So the more services that you want to be found for in search means that the more content that you have to add to your page. Also, the content has to be relative to the keyword. So the 150 words supporting this keyword, for instance, pressure washing, have to be about pressure washing in order to qualify this as a keyword. What I can say, unfortunately, though, is websites that are built on GoDaddy are not really very SEO or search engine optimization friendly. They don't allow for a lot of things for Google to be able to find them, which is why you're only being found for like one keyword, and there's not a whole lot of ability to link back to the site. So unfortunately, in order for you to gain a lot of traction, you would have to rebuild this site onto a different platform that would be much more SEO friendly. However, that will get you all that volume and definitely increase some revenue for the business. Now, if we look at the search results to see how it will work, anytime somebody searches, the first thing that comes up is this what we call the Google Map Pack. Now, this is a pretty important area to try to get into because a lot of traffic comes to these top 3 sites since they're right at the top of the page. So to be listed in here is free. You just need to fill out and optimize your Google business profile, which is part of the Maps app. You can do it right from your smartphone. When doing so, you want to fill out as much information as you possibly can. So all of your services that you offer, the area, even your hours of operation. Then in your business description, you're allowed 750 characters. You want to use all that and put some keywords in there as well. Then you want to add photos that are geolocated and tagged from within your service area, as well as posts on your profile on a regular basis. Try to collect as many reviews as you can. And then you want to get as many of those citations, your name, address, and phone number. You want to appear in more directories than anybody else on this list. Now, underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. This is where the more authority or trust that Google has in your site, the higher up on the list that you're going to rank. So this is where getting more of those links or referrals from other websites will help you climb and outrank the competition. Then, once you are ranked, you'll be getting all that search volume and all those leads coming directly to your business. Now, I hope this information was helpful and it shows you how you can scale some of your online presence, but please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if you'd like to go into any further details. We could talk about some of your goals for the business and then we could do some research on our end to find out what it would take for you to reach those. And we always appreciate getting feedback as well, just to find out if information like this was useful. So please let us know what you thought. I appreciate your time and look forward to speaking with you.